Okay, on this question, they're giving us this big, long, messy polynomial. It's got a lot of terms in it. And they say evaluate. That always means find the value. See the word values in there? Evaluate, find the value, find the number when x is -2. So what that means is they want me to take this -2 and plug it in there for x, there for x, there for x, there for x. So I'm going to plug -2 in all those spots. So we get -2, then -2, and then +7, -2 cubed, -7, -2 to the 4th, -6 times -2 squared. That making sense? So I just, there's that term, there's that term, there's that term, there's that term, there's that term. I just plugged in the -2 everywhere we had an x. And so now let's just work them out. -2 times -2, +4. This is going to be +7 times -2 cubed. Now use your calculator. That's going to come out -8. Are you okay with -2 cubed right there? What is -2 cubed? That means -2 times -2 times -2. And three negatives makes a negative, right? Because you know 2 negatives makes a positive, but 3 negatives is back to negative. And why is it 8? Well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So it's -8. So there's a power button on most calculators. Well, pretty much almost every calculator has a power button. You could do -2 to the 3rd power. Probably easier just to go -2 times -2 times -2. Or really, just to go 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And you know it's negative because there's going to be 3 negative signs. And 3 negative signs is negative. That's what I would do. All right, next part, -7. And now here we have -2 to the 4th. So that's -2, -2, -2, -2. Well, that's going to be +16, right? Because 4 negatives is going to be positive. Why? Because every 2 negatives is back to positive and 2 more negatives is back to positive. It's going to be positive. And then just use your calculator. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So that's +16. -6, -6. And then here it's -2 squared, which is +4, right? Because 2 negatives makes positive. How are we doing? We good? So then this is going to be 4 plus 7 times -8 is -56. -7 times 16 is some big negative number. I don't know. What is it? 7 times 16. -112, my calculator tells me. -6. -24. Be careful with all your pluses and minuses. And now I would just use my calculator. These are just big numbers. Just use your calculator, add them and subtract them and all that. You can just, the negatives are just subtraction. If you want to just subtract the negatives or make them negative, same thing. I'm getting the answer -194. So I went through my calculator. The negatives I just subtracted. And so there we go. We evaluated. We found the value when we plugged in x is -2. The value is -194.